Oh, and welcome back to another episode of the Saucy Boys podcast. I go by the name of Chaku.
Michael Stokes, baby. You know what's up.
And we are back. Another week, another drink.
Another new week, new drink, as we like to say.
New week, new drink. And since we're doing all beers this month, and I am the bearer of Bevy, I present to you Dogfish Head Punkin. Not pump.
Oh.
Punkin. Punkin Ale.
Punkin.
Yeah, so
is that Pumpkin playing like a guitar or something on the...
Yeah, I think so. The nigga's ripping.
Wow. Interesting. I like it. I like it a lot.
But yeah, so I grabbed this because we're just sticking with the theme of Halloween. And as you know, my days are pretty loaded. So I just kind of go with the first thing that's catching my eye. So we'll try this out and see how it is.
What'd you get at? You go to H-E-B?
No, I went to Specs and grabbed that.
I was going to ask Specs. How's the beers been doing since they don't have as much IPA and they don't have as much alcohol per volume as like the liquor and all that. You should be able to just slide right through to the shows and to your gigs and everything.
The only one that was like kind of like I was like, damn, because we had a couple of them was at first one. We got the October Fiesta.
Yeah.
And because it was good, so I just kept drinking it. Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, by the end of the I get to my gig and I'm already like,
what up?
Not taking no shots tonight.
What's popping?
And then of course that night it was like super busy.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, fuck.
It's like, God damn it. Stop requesting songs. So, leave me alone.
Can we hit Bad Bunny? Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Oh yeah, but yeah, so let's just go ahead and crack into this Punkin Ale.
This is not a twist off bottle.
It's not, so I got to do all this like extra shit.
So we're just doing a little bit of filler right now because we're finagling to get these caps off real quick.
Hold on, let me do the yeah, see?
Got the little ASMR real quick at the end.
See, if you didn't watch this shit on YouTube, you wouldn't know that I made that sound with my mouth. Because somewhere in my resume, it says professional beatboxer.
Professional beatboxer.
You would never know.
How did you get it on there?
That was just magic.
Motherfucker. Oh, we got it.
Ayo.
We're good to go.
All right, so cheersies.
Thanks. Yay.
And if you're on your way to work, take a sip of coffee.
All right.
You can definitely taste the pumpkin in this one more so than the last one.
I didn't want to say this, but I think I am a basic bitch. I think I like pumpkin. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
They're not. It's like the thing is, it's like it's never overwhelming, but it still tastes very familiar.
It's the little like hint of spice.
Yeah.
In that it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not like the shit you tried at Starbucks, right?
No.
Like this has a lot more flavor.
Yeah, not like that. And it's cold, so I'm not burning my tongue.
Yeah.
I don't have to work as hard. Just got to get the cap off of the bottle. But no, I enjoy it. I mean, the last one that I got, the Black-O-Lantern, I actually broke out my little beer glass that I got in my travels to the Rocky Mountains, Denver. I'm just playing. I broke that out and I like casually sipped on it throughout the rest of the week after I brought it home. I can do the same thing with this. This isn't bad. It's a nice, the day's over. Let me pour me a glass.
Well, you got you some beer to take home because I highly doubt I'm going to drink any of it. I still got a bun't of shit in my fridge that I ain't even
You touched. Still got those crowns?
Yeah, there's a whole shitload of them in there. So
that is a man who's always on the go. Yep. Can't even enjoy his fridge.
Mm-mm.
Can't enjoy it.
So, man, how's your week been so far?
We're not that far into it. It's only Tuesday.
But I mean, like, from the past week going into this week, because we really don't get to talk about like the shit that we do day to day. We just kind of
we
talk about moments.
Yeah, moments and everything. Well, yeah, I mean, if we're going from past week into today, I got paid on Friday, so always a good feeling, payday. Fortunately, every day isn't payday for me like it is for you, which would be even better.
You know what though? Even though I get paid daily, I don't usually deposit my checks until like the end of the week.
Collect them all?
Yeah, so I just collect them all and then I deposit them all at the same time, and then it takes a couple of days for it to hit. So yeah.
Can you do mobile deposits, or do you not do that because your bank pens them?
I can do mobile deposits, but the only thing that sucks about mobile deposits is they take a lot longer.
Yeah, they do.
I've
noticed that.
Than regular, like if I just go in.
You might as well just go in or drive to the ATM if your ATM takes it and just put them in.
We'll see, even with the ATM ones, like you got to do it before a certain time. Otherwise, like it takes like a couple of days to process. So it's weird. But what's it called? You hear that?
It got louder when I picked up the bottle.
Yeah.
And then it went away when I put the bottle down.
I don't know. I've been hearing some strange things in here.
Whoa.
Spooky season.
Oh, man. It is October.
Yeah. So whenever I do like deposits, and it sucks because like now, like you can't, for Bank of America, you can't go through the drive-through.
Yeah.
Like they have those shut down. Like you got to go inside and see a teller. So I usually just make my deposits.
Wait. So it's like the reverse of how it was during COVID, where they forced all business to the drive-through?
Yeah. Well, I think for Bank of America, like they didn't have, from my experience with Bank of America in the location that I was going to, is they never had like tellers. Huh. Well, I mean, they had tellers like inside, but you had to go inside and do it. Yeah. I don't think they had any lanes open outside.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It may have been just like strictly like the location, but
yeah.
But yeah, so. But other than that, it's like that's like a payday thing for me. Like I gotta wait for my checks to clear, and then once they clear, I'm like, yeah, money. And then I'm like, oh, bills.
Yeah, it's a bitch.
And then all in the savings. Shit.
I get paid twice a month. Like once I get on the 30th and the 15th. The 30th check, of course, goes to first in a month. So rent, other bills and stuff like that. But that check I get, the one that I just got, I call that the free check, because that's the one that I got like minimal bills to pay. I just pay the car, and then the rest is like basically whatever fun money, savings, things like that.
Yeah.
And so
I've paid off a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So like a lot of the money that I get, I just dump into savings, because I'm really trying to make a few large purchases pretty soon. So I've been doing a lot better about saving money. But it's easier to save money when you have a lot of shit paid off.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, why can't you just... I'm like, cuz motherfucker been in debt for a minute, you know?
And thus, it's the American way. That's what we do. But America is founded on debt.
What I like about that mind state of like where I'm at now, as far as like, all right, I have things, paid off. I'm not spending my money stupid like I know a few people would do.
Yeah.
It's just like, they're like, oh, well, you get paid more and you don't have any other bills to pay. Like, oh, why don't you, fucking... buy this. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna sit on that for a minute, because
it's the you don't want to fall into the keeping up with the Joneses effect.
Yeah, I'm not about that,
where you basically increase your income and then you get more bills to match your income. So you're essentially still living paycheck to paycheck.
That's like when people start making a shit ton of money and they're like, well, let me buy a BMW.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
For what, nigga? Like, for me, like, I got my Volkswagen. I'm fine with it. It works.
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad-looking car. It's not.
We're at a point right now, because I work hand-in-hand with dealerships and shit, where it's like used cars are at a premium right now, because new car there's a massive shortage nationwide on new cars because of like a chip shortage that they put into these cars that work with their computers and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I constantly get the things of like, I should trade in my car right now, because honestly it is the perfect time to trade in a used car, and they'll pay, essentially you can probably bargain for them to pay off what's remaining on your loan. But the only thing is, what's the point of trading it in if you're leaving the lot with something used again?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, unless it's like
unless it's like a newer used car with like less mileage, then I can see that. But
exactly.
And I mean, if you're really benefiting from it, then cool. But I'm just gonna ride my shit till the wheels fall off.
So it's like, I don't know. I mean, I work from home. It's kind of like,
you ain't really got to drive nowhere.
Should I trade my shit in, just finesse a dealership into paying off what's remaining, so that I just don't have a car note for like a while, and then I can just save money for like 2 years and just take Ubers wherever I want, or help my girl with her car,
Yeah. I guess just whatever works for you.
That's crazy. It's crazy to think about it though, but yeah, these are just, just shit that's going on in the world. Makes you think.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, if y'all didn't know, the movie that we're watching today with the sound off is gonna be Insidious Chapter 2.
Sound off.
Movies with the sound off.
It sounds like a nice little subtitle we should have.
Movies on mute. Yeah, that shit's just in the background.
Oh, wow. Got that sneeze off. But yeah. Anyways, aside from all that, I did want to get into some things this episode. So I was chilling, I get a chance to chill every now and then. And I'm more of the older type. I'm not on the talk of the tick. I do know that TikTok has like surpassed YouTube in total views. I think like hours viewed a couple months ago or whatnot. But yeah, I'll be on YouTube every now and then, not going down rabbit holes for conspiracy theories and shit.
Yeah.
But random shit, like every social platform will get recommended to me. And the reason why I put the topic of new addictions is because I have a new addiction. Chaku, do you know what that new addiction is?
No, Mike, please.
It is the art of hoof scraping. And it is fucking crazy. It is fucking weird. I know, but it is insanely satisfying. Like horse and cow hoof scraping. It's crazy as shit.
Are you about to like buy a ranch? Nigga?
No. I might be looking at land in Wyoming.
Kanye, holla at me.
I'm playing, but no, like, so a video just got referenced to me, and it was like, it was like a cow's hoof, and I was like, ugh, what is that? Like, what? Like, it's like some dude's channel. Like, there's a whole medium of just channels out there dedicated to perfect cow foot health, horse foot health, all that shit.
Well, that's good.
And I know you hate feet, but I always thought of it as like, oh, that's like bone. You know what I'm saying? They can't feel it. That's what I always thought. Just living in Texas, was just like, oh, it's a hoof. A cow, they can't feel none of that. That's why you hammer a horseshoe on the bottom of their foot.
Yeah.
And then come to find out, no, they can. And there's things to like make it good. Like, so if you get a hole in it, which is called an abscess. I've been doing my research. If there's a hole, it causes great pain to the animal, because you got to think, this is like a 1,000-pound animal walking on his feet,
walking on that hole.
And it's like, yeah, so that hole goes all the way up to the foot where the root is, and then it can cause a cavity.
That's like your teeth.
Yeah. And it never heals. So essentially, it's like a big tooth
on your foot.
And this guy tooth. Like literally goes in with the fucking. He has like the shaver, the little shaving disc. He'll file that bitch down, and then he'll take his knife, where it's called like a knife, but it has like a hook at the
curve.
end.
I've seen him do it before, but I had to stop watching it because I'm like, damn, don't that hurt the fucking horse? I
thought the same fucking thing, and like the cow just didn't move. It was just like, I'm a fucking cow, and like he just kept scraping. I was like, how much is he gonna scrape? And he's like, dude was from Scotland. He was like, you get down to the abscess, to the cavity, and he like just kept going and going. I was like, ugh.
But after they shave that shit down, does it like regrow?
Yeah, it grows like a nail.
It's almost like toenails.
Yeah. It's like a giant, thick toenail, essentially.
That's fucking weird.
And it's crazy because it's hard as shit, of course, because this big animal is walking on it. But to see how he just cuts through it like fucking butter with his knife, it's incredible. And I don't know why I can't stop watching. So anytime I'm chilling, I'll like, and the video pops up on you, because now they just recommend them all the time. I'm just like, fuck it, I'll see them clean this hoof real quick.
Like, man, this nigga's hoofs is on point.
And I'll be thinking that too. Like, I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. Sometimes they'll like shave down one side, and then he'll like glue like a block on the other side for stability.
Yeah.
So that the cow won't walk on the side that got shaved down, and it can heal if it was wounded and shit. So then he'll do like follow up videos like 6 months later, and he's like, yeah, I pulled a nail out of this cow's foot, and now I'm gonna go check it again. He's like, oh, it looks good. The abscess is gone. You know what I'm saying?
You might have a future on hoof shaving.
I don't know.
How much do they get paid? They probably get some money.
He has to get met, because he got his own land. He's got his own ranch. Like, a lot of his customers are just his neighbors. They're just like, oh, do the routine checkups.
But you think about this, like with your newfound addiction, you could possibly, whenever you get your own farm and you have your cows and shit, and you see a cow, and your cow has a big tooth toenail abscess, and he's like, I know how to fix this. Been watching YouTube videos for hours.
And that's how people die.
Bring me my shit. Bring me my tools. You're just out there shaving fucking cow hooves.
Just going into it. I found out that that's where the term of lame comes from. If a horse or a cow is gone lame, it means that they have a problem with their foot. So you're just saying like, oh, they're lame. That's lame. You know what I'm saying? Talking about somebody's feet problems. It's fucked up, bro.
Man, that shit's weird. Just to think that like it's almost like a tooth, but it's like a toenail.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. So it's like a tooth, but I'm assuming like the material of it when you're watching these videos is like a toenail, and it gets gross.
It's crazy that you see, like you say that, because I've seen one before, and it was on like Snapchat. Like, you know how Snapchat is like the oddly,
and I think that's what started
whatever.
it. Was
and
I
so
clicked
like
on
I skipped through and I seen it, and it was like they was shaving all this shit off, and I was like, oh, I guess he probably feels better after that. And I was like, good for the horse,
Guess
you know?
He kind of feels better.
Yeah, because it looked like all the shit they were taking off was just like, like dead or like just. And I'm like, yeah, that has to be uncomfortable. And I think about it too, because like we have the horses downtown here in San Antonio, and they just be like trotting through the fucking streets, carrying fucking big ass people and shit. Like
some real big people.
Yeah. So
and it's like
I feel bad for them horses.
It all goes into it, because I mean, if there's an abscess in that, just think that horse is doing like slave labor all day anyways.
And he just hurting.
Yeah, and he's in fucking pain.
It's like when people have like corns on their feet.
Yeah.
And like, my corn.
Bad corns, and sometimes even worse. It's just like, fuck. It's crazy. But yeah, this has become my new random fucking strange addiction. And I was wondering, do you got any other things like that are just out there left field that you're just like, well, fuck it. I don't know why, but I'm interested in it.
I don't know. I don't really have... I don't know. I watch a lot of like actor things on YouTube, and just like how they like techniques and shit that they use, whether it's like for motion capture or just like BTS stuff.
Yeah,
I've been watching a lot of that lately. You know, trying to brush up on my acting skills.
It's got a little thespian over
just
there.
In case, you know, I have to be or not to be. But man, other than that, you know, I find myself sometimes like the pimple joints will pop up.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking gross, but sometimes you can't look away.
That's how I feel about the hoof scraping thing.
But I think one I seen was like ingrown hairs.
Yeah.
And they were like pulling them out. It's like, yo, it's like as long as my hair. And they be pulling these shits out. And I'm like, how the fuck? For one, if you got a bump that size on your face, like you wouldn't think like if it hasn't gone away in a few days, like you wouldn't think just be like, oh. And he's like, oh, well, I've had this on here for about like 5 months. I'm like, nigga, what
5 months?
Like that's a whole, you could donate that shit.
Yeah. No, I've never the whole Dr. Pimple Popper thing was always, it was too much for me.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Because some of them are super fucking gross.
Oh.
The ones that are like super nasty are the ones where like they pop the joints out and then you see like a hole.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, like all that was like pus.
But it's like, it's strangely satisfying to somebody. And I understand that now with the hoof scraping, because like there's pus involved in that too.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll scrape it and then they'll just start squirting it out. And I'm just like, but I can't look away. I'm just like,
as you sip on your pumpkin now.
Yeah, it was like, it's fucking nasty.
Oh man. Yeah, that I mean, I don't really have any. I like, if I see those, like I'll kind of watch them sometimes, but majority of the time, like I'm just on TikTok and I'll spend a stupid amount of time on there, like before I go to sleep.
Yeah, that's
because I can't really fall asleep when I get home.
Yeah.
So like I get home at like 2, 3, and next thing you know, it's like 4 a.m. I'm over here watching TikToks, and I always seem to watch the ones where the dude's like doing 50 Cent impersonations, but for like different things. And my brother always sends them to me too, and it's just that nigga. He's like, and it's funny because like back in high school, like I used to make fun of that nigga's dance, and you know what? If I would have just kept doing that dance and started making TikToks, I probably would have been TikTok famous by now.
Would have been a millionaire, bro. Would have been a millionaire. I saw something like it was a couple weeks back, because you know it's Twitter, so people say random shit. But like they got trending. Vine wasn't funny, and I was like, wait, what?
Yo,
like, how old are y'all?
How was Vine not funny?
Like, and I was
Vine
like,
was the fucking foundation.
I was thinking, I was like, Vine had to walk so TikTok could run. Like, what are y'all talking about?
You know what? I actually enjoy Vine better because it's short.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about TikTok now is like some of them videos are just fucking long.
Yeah.
And it's like, come back to my page for part 2. It's like, no, nigga, I don't want to see a part 2. I'm not gonna follow you for part 2. I'm just gonna assume whatever happens at the end is what I have made up in my mind that's what happened. You know?
Yeah, nah, it's just crazy because I remember there were like the Vine stars, the people who all get kind of crazy. Didn't we get the Paul brothers? Weren't we introduced to the Paul brothers because of Vine too?
I think so.
I mean, think about how you could hate them if you want, but I'm just like, damn, they found a way to stay relevant almost a decade after Vine.
What happened to Jessica Vanessa?
Oh, damn, that is a name I haven't heard in a minute. Wow,
Man, I used to enjoy her vines.
Oh no, I know on my old Instagram I followed a bunch of them.
Jessica Vanessa, if you're out there,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Hey, how's life?
It's been a while.
How's Hollywood?
What's your
If you're
TikTok?
still there,
I think she's like acting now, right?
that'd be nice. I know like King Batch, he's acting.
Because they
He's
were
been
all
acting.
part of like the same
Like
thing.
yeah,
right?
they had like their own Vine crew and shit. Some of them got like I don't know rape allegations and had to disappear, and then some of them are succeeding. But yeah, that's life.
Man, yo, Jess was
Nice,
very, very pretty.
very nice.
Okay. Anyways,
But yeah.
on to other things.
So, also, moving forward with those addictions, I do have another addiction. I love Batman. I've said this numerous times. I like Batman. It's my favorite movie to watch, like out of the comics and everything. And of course, we got a new trailer that dropped over the weekend, and I am, I'm not even gonna say what I want to say because you already know what I'm gonna say. It's fucking hot. It's fire. What are your thoughts on that, bro?
I'm going to say I do like Batman. Oh, excuse me. I do like Batman. I do enjoy Batman. But with this trailer, I was underwhelmed.
Underwhelmed.
I was underwhelmed.
How the fuck were you underwhelmed?
I was expecting... I don't know, because they kind of gave a lot. I wish they would have just... I don't know.
They gave nothing.
I never like watching second trailers. That's just my thing. But I was kind of excited to see it because like when they did the whole DC fandom thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, like we get a sneak peek at Black Adam, and they showed a bunch of other shit that I didn't really care about. And then like the Batman trailer at the end, I was like, I think it's just because like I waited so long for it.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, that's it. And maybe that's why. But I mean, they showed a lot of cool shit. I don't know. I would rather not watch any more trailers and just wait for the movie to come out.
Now, I know you are pretty staunch in your opinion of you don't like multiple trailers, especially nowadays where they do put like the whole movie in a trailer.
Yeah, it's like it's
lot.
fucking stupid. Like that's like there's nothing left in the movie, and then like the shit that is left in the movie, there's maybe like 2 or 3 good parts.
Yeah,
but it's like everything. Oh, I seen that in the trailer.
But yeah, I can't tell you, especially within this last decade, I can't tell you how many movies were ruined because like that final trailer that came out that basically gave you the whole
shit away, and then it
showed
like
you how people died and shit.
And then you're sitting there, you're watching the movie, and you're like, okay, well, I already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I would rather watch like one teaser and just keep it moving.
I don't know who okayed that for trailers this last decade. It was like, yeah, just put it on the fucking just put it on there.
Like, what's the runtime on that? A minute and a half? Nah, make it 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, make it 3 minutes.
And then right at the 3-minute mark, we'll add like a spoiler, Well, we'll basically spoil a spoiler that's coming in the movie.
Like the Fast, was it Fast 9?
Whatever one it
whatever
is.
one. Whether them niggas go to space in like a Fiero or some shit. Like the whole Han thing. I wish they would have just like left that shit out. Like
oh yeah, that's the worst part is they basically
they was like, hey guys, we're back, and guess who's back also?
Yeah.
Han. It's like, well, fuck. Now we have nothing to be surprised about. We don't give a fuck.
So are you gonna come see this movie? No.
We don't give a fuck if you take a Fiero to space. Like, it's not exciting to me.
Here's the thing. Here's what I don't get, because like they were on the right side of this earlier in that franchise.
Yeah.
I remember when Tokyo Drift came out. Nobody gave a shit about it. Nobody wanted to see it.
You know what? I'm gonna say this before you finish. Tokyo Drift is not that bad.
I'm gonna get to that. But we still went, and we enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah.
And the cherry on top of it was Vin Diesel at the end. and just randomly at the end, and no one was expecting it. So I remember being in the theater and everyone losing their shit about it because it was like,
shit.
Yeah. And then you go tell your friends, like, no, you got to see Tokyo Drift. It's one, it's actually pretty decent, and two, Vin Diesel's in it, so it's gonna be good. So to go from that to just giving away, here's Han, in the trailer, is fucking stupid to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's I don't.
There's been plenty of movies where I've seen and they've done that, and they just like they fucked me up like with the trailers. That's why I didn't want to watch any of the Spider-Man trailers. Yeah. And so like with that last Spider-Man movie, I seen one trailer I think before I went to go like watch it, and I watched it by accident because I was at work and this shit was just on, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I
figure.
So
when I went to go see the movie, I was just like,
They've done a good job of keeping shit under wraps. I'll tell you that. So if I were you, I wouldn't watch no more trailers that come out within the next 2 months before that movie drops.
Yeah.
Because I think every other one after this is just going to reveal so much more.
Yeah. And I hope they don't, man. You know what I thought was a really good marketing strategy and like in trailers and shit was whenever they first came out with the, what was it, Cloverfield?
Oh, yeah.
Because nobody knew what the fuck was going on. Now, the movie wasn't amazing, but it wasn't like super horrible.
And you know the reason why you like the Cloverfield thing, because all they did was they basically copied the Blair Witch Project from a decade earlier. Yeah, the same marketing campaign. Like I had to do a report on the Blair Witch Project and like the lengths that they went to, but also it worked so well because it was just a part of that time. People didn't have internet like they do now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like now you can just fucking Google shit.
Exactly.
And niggas on YouTube have the whole trailer breakdown and all the fucking Easter eggs.
Fuck yeah.
It's like, yo, for one, who has time to sit there and fucking dissect trailers like that? That shit is crazy.
If I'm getting paid to do it, fuck yeah, I'll do it.
If I'm getting paid to do it, but I just like, I see some random dude and he has like 500 followers and like, today on this episode of Trailer Breakdown, we got fucking this movie shows all this. I'm like,
what I love is they're guessing, and like 99.99% of the time all their guesses are completely fucking wrong.
Yeah,
but it's just like, hey, whatever, you know.
There's one video I seen, I was gonna send it to you the other day, and it was pretty much like it was a few theories surrounding the Matrix. Was it what's it called? Matrix Resurrection?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So and it was fucking interesting. And it was just like breaking down a lot of shit, and I was just like, oh damn, I ain't think so. It's making me excited to like see the movie because I want to see if these theories are right. I like shit like that.
Yeah, see, those are pretty good, but the 50-50 thing about it is it can hype you up, and then you can start to talk yourself into that happening, and then if it doesn't, you'll be let down by the film, unfortunately, if the film goes like a complete different direction.
But see, I'm better off with like theories of things and you know what might happen or what could possibly happen, and I wouldn't get myself down on it versus I see a whole fucking 2.5 minute trailer of just everything, and it's like jam packed, and there's like quick clips, and then it's like, oh, that was that part, that was a reveal of this, and it's just like, oh, okay, yeah. So, but yeah, but for the Batman trailer, I maybe have to. Oh my bad, this shit making me burp.
Got the burps.
The Batman trailer, I maybe have to go back and give it another watch. Maybe it's just because I waited so long.
Yeah.
So, goddamn.
I was watching that event also, but I checked out like when I finally realized that, because I was watching it for the Batman trailer, but then I was just like, oh, they're not going to drop this till the end.
Yeah.
Because that's what they did last year, and I was like, all right, I'm just going to go do something else for like the next 3 hours. Yeah. And then when it finally like popped up on Twitter, I was just like, oh, okay, cool. That's all I needed.
Yeah.
So, but I'm extremely excited. I'm really hyped for this movie, especially because like from them like getting the new director. This is years ago, and then all he would do was just like talk about his vision and shit, and I was just like, yo, I don't give a fuck about the vision. Just make the fucking movie.
Yeah, just make the movie.
And it just like it kept seeing like things just kept getting in the way all the time of like. I remember Jonah Hill was supposed to be Riddler, and then he dropped out, and it was just like, okay. And then COVID happened, and the production got shut down. We were supposed to be watching this movie right now.
Yeah, shit should be out.
I think the trailer last year that they dropped, it had it for an October of this year release. And then it's just, to me, my excitement is more fueled to like, oh shit, there's something here now.
Yeah.
That I can, you know what I'm saying? It's not them just talking up like, oh, this is what it's going to be and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh, okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see like the direction that they go with it, and I feel like Pattinson's gonna do a good job. A lot of people are like shitting on him, but
I saw a lot of people who were shitting on him apologizing after that trailer drop.
yeah, after the first trailer drop,
Which what I always say, like, you don't know how someone's gonna be in a role until you fucking see it actually.
Yeah.
So it's like, stop shitting on people just because they're fucking names.
Once they seen that nigga breaking niggas' arms like John Wick, they was like, oh shit, all right.
And I don't get it, man. I don't get how we haven't learned. We motherfuckers hated on Heath Ledger when he got cast as Joker.
Yeah.
Because he was a gay cowboy the last movie, and then the next thing you know, he's a lot of people's definitive Joker. Yeah. So it's just like, I just don't understand why people don't learn.
Well, it's the same thing with Joaquin Phoenix. And they were like, oh, like, why are they getting him? Like, he's old and blah, blah, blah. And it's just talking all kinds of shit. And then they seen it and it fucking won how many awards?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
stupid. It's stupid. But, yo, you give everybody social media. That's what they do on it now. So,
yep.
You know. But, yeah. I just wanted to get that out there. The movie looks good. Can't wait to see it. Moving on. So, put food talk down. So, here's what's been happening to me recently. I know you don't because you're not home much, but I told you, like, we've been cooking a lot more in my house, me and my girl, and it's getting to the point where, God, I think I'm feeling like overconfident in my cooking abilities.
You about to open up a food truck, nigga?
No. It's getting to the point where, like, when I do go eat out, you're
one of those people where you're at the restaurant, you're like, nah.
Yeah. It happened.
Can you take it back, please?
It happened recently where I was just like, I think I can make this better than that.
You're like the nigga on Ratatouille?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And it's so on Friday, we went to this place called Little Italy. It's over there off West Avenue. It's around the corner. Very good place. Good reviews and everything. But it's just like, we've been cooking at home this whole time that, like, because I had it during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. That was how I first found it. I just wanted Italian food one day, and I just made the drive all the way out here and got it and took it home and ate it. Delicious. Went back there. I was like, all right, I want to take my girl there. So, like, we're eating, and it's like we order the appetizers. I'm like, yo, give me, like, the stuffed mushrooms and the mozzarella sticks. I'm thinking these are, like, handmade mozzarella sticks. Man, we get them bitches. We can tell they came from a fucking freezer.
They pulled them out the package and shit.
Like, we could tell. We could tell. Like, it was just like, damn. Then I ate the mushroom, and I was just like, oh, something's off.
Okay, but hold on. Pause on that. So, what I've noticed is a lot of places since after COVID, they've been having to change where they get their food from because they're not able to pay that. So maybe like back then, like it was better because it was probably more like fresh and like handmade versus like now it's like they had to go a different route because they're trying to like kind of re-up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, because I've noticed that with some places, like I go to eat and I'm just like, this ain't as good as I remember.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll factor that in.
You always can do that. I should have factored that in at the time. Like, granted, I wasn't mad. I wasn't I was kind of disappointed.
Like, man, okay.
It was just like, I was just like, fuck, I hyped this place up. I remember it being so much better, but I feel like me and my girl can make better pasta at home right now.
I hate doing that.
You know what I'm saying?
Because like I'll get hype about like restaurants and I'm like, yo, like you gotta try this. Because I'll try it one time and like I don't know if it's maybe if I'm like really hungry or if it was just like really on point that day. And then I'll go back with somebody else and we'll try it. And I'm just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, did y'all like it? Was it good?
I think it was good.
They're like, yeah.
I didn't think it was that good originally, but I'm just asking if y'all thought it was good.
Just a look on their face. So like, it's good.
Yeah,
like we'll never eating with this nigga again.
Yeah. There's I feel that way about Toro. I shouldn't have said that.
I ain't been at.
It's I don't know. I hate small plates. Any restaurant that does small plates pisses me off. That's why I hate La Gloria.
What is this?
But yeah, it's trash. It's a trash fucking concept. I'm sorry, it is.
You paying like $20 for a tiny plate?
It's fucking stupid. Exactly. It's dumb.
Oh shit.
It's dumb. Like I don't give a fuck. La Gloria can suck my dick. But yeah, Toro's the same way. So it's just like, order all the appetizers you want, and then we'll bring you one big thing of paella, and you all got to share it. And I'm just like, what? Like, no, I'm hungry. Like.
Like I came here to eat.
Yeah, like give me a fucking entree. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't want to share. They look like I'm a sharing type.
Menu full of shareables.
Like it's just like it pisses me off. Like one of the firest dishes they got is it's a bacon wrap date. You know how many they give you?
Like 2.
3 of them, and I think it's like a $9 dish for those 3 dates.
Damn.
So you're gonna eat the 3 fast, and then you're gonna be like, well, fuck, I gotta get more.
I went to Papados when I went the first time, like the very first time, and I ordered the like stuffed shrimp. Mm-hmm. And in my head, I was like, why the fuck are they only giving me 2? Like, I was hot. Yeah. And this is like these 2 little stuffed shrimp on a fucking plate, like by themselves. And so I ordered a bunch of other shit with it. Man, I ain't even finished both of them because it's a lot of shit in it. I didn't realize it. So when it comes to shit like that, yeah, but I haven't been to that place. I haven't been to La Gloria in a minute. I still haven't been to, what's that one place, Man Choo Choo or whatever?
The French place?
Yeah,
in the Pearl? Yeah, I've been there.
I always see like people post that shit.
Man Choo Choo is okay.
Be looking good.
Don't get the charcuterie board. It's a waste of fucking money.
Yeah.
It's trash too. But yeah, if you
somebody that regulars like frequents there, they're gonna hear this and be like,
the charcuterie board is the charcuterie board. You pair it with the cabaret. Fuck you. Anyways, yeah, we fucked up and got that, and I was like so pissed because it comes with like 1 pickle on it, in like 3 different meats, just like one of each.
She's just like, babe, you want to split the pickle?
Yeah, it's like, fuck this is $25. Like shit.
Damn, there's a bunch of dead bodies in there.
Oh, dead motherfuckers.
That shit is crazy. Could you do that job? Like, if this was like some real life shit, you know how like they have like them like crime scene people that go in and like take pictures and clean shit? I couldn't fucking do it. I could not.
Fuck all that.
And like the smell. You ever smell a dead animal?
Yeah.
Could you imagine smelling a dead person?
It's filthy.
That'd be fucking disgusting.
So at my job in Austin, they had a rat problem. Now, we don't know where they were coming from, but there were rats, and they basically had they were treating for exterminations and all that all the time. But what's it called? We bought, there were 2 company cars, there were Priuses, and in one of those Priuses, one of the salesmen went to deliver an order, and he was driving in it, and he was like, God, it smells like something died in the car. I don't know why. And it's like we were like tripping on it for the longest time. It's like, it just smells foul. It smells like an animal is dying, like an animal is dead and their body is rotting. And we're just like, what the fuck? So we take it in, and they fucking they get into the car and they get into the air conditioning, and they find a fucking dead rat. And they said that the rat climbed up through the bottom of the car and got stuck in the air conditioning unit and died. So it literally just rotted. The body just fucking rotted in the AC unit. So when you turned it on, because it was the summer,
just breathing that shit in.
You were just breathing that shit the fuck in. And I was just like, oh my God.
That's fucking disgusting.
Just thinking that, because I almost had to take that car, and I was like, oh, no, I'm good. I got to go do something else. And they didn't let me take the order or whatnot. But yeah.
That's crazy.
And so,
well, you like during the winter too. That's why they tell you like check your car, because like cats will crawl up in there because your engine's warm.
Yeah.
And sometimes you be finding dead cats in your engine bay.
It's fucking
yeah, it's crazy. Oh man, but nah. So like, man, Man Choo Choo, I ain't been to that place. Chamagaucha, I ain't been to that place.
Gotta go there once.
What's the other place? Texas de Brazil or whatever.
Same thing. You can pick or choose.
Fogo de Chao.
Yeah, all 3 of them. They're the same thing. They're all Brazilian steakhouses.
I ain't been to none of them. So if somebody want to take me on a fancy lunch or dinner date. Not a date, because I don't go on dates.
Take your mom. Take her on a little birthday thing, you know?
She always be giving me shit, too, because, like, I post on when I ain't shit. Like, you ain't bring me none.
It's fucked up, bro.
You got food at the house, Mom. Yeah, tables have turned, Mama.
We got McDonald's. We ain't got McDonald's money.
You got McDonald's money? I remember she used to do that shit. You know, though, like, back in the day, my mom used to hook it up. Like, there would be days and we go and get McDonald's. We go sit in the park.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. So on base back in the day, bills were I don't know if your base did this, but I know on Randolph, like, you didn't have to pay for electricity, you didn't have to pay for water.
Yeah.
There was no rent, essentially.
It just pretty much came out of here.
Yeah. So like, I feel like my parents had more like just fuck around money back then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I remember, I think it was like 2 nights out of the week we got like, it was just basically like, oh, I went to Wendy's and got everybody burgers, or Friday night. Oh, I went to churches and got the family for, you know what I'm saying?
Like
we ordered pizza.
They had like pizzas.
Like I felt like that was like twice a week. You know what I'm saying? All the time back in the day. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to think about that.
Man, all right. So since we gotta wrap up this episode in a few, we're gonna go ahead and jump into Music Corner.
And I want to take some time for this because this is a doozy.
Yeah, this is a.
So I was leaving the gym recently, and I was thinking to myself, like, I started thinking about Clipse. And specifically, I was thinking about the second album, Hell Hath No Fury, which followed up Lord Willin'. So I ended up putting it on and just riding to it. And it hit me that I was like, fuck, man, did I underappreciate this when it came out?
I think you did.
One. And then two, it was also, when I looked it up, I was just like, wait, when did that album come out? And I was like, wait, isn't it about to be 15 years? And yeah, come find out next month, I think the 27th of November, is the 15-year anniversary of Clipse's second album, Hell Hath No Fury. And God damn it, it's a masterpiece, bro.
It really is.
It's incredible, man.
I think a lot of people slept on it. And so, like, whenever you were talking about you wanted to talk about that today on the episode, I was like, really? Because a lot of people, like, when they go into talking about Clipse, it's like they go for the first ones.
Exactly. And I think that's the thing. When it came out, of course I bought it because it's 2006, so I'm 18, so I'm at the age now where like I can buy these explicit albums with my own money.
Yeah, I ain't gotta ask mom for shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm remembering all these CDs I'm getting it this year, and I remember getting that because I think it also came out around the time that that bullshit ass Kingdom Come came out too. So
I like Kingdom Come.
Yeah, fuck that. We already been through this, but like I mixed it in. It got mixed in with like Kingdom Come and everything else that was in my rotation back then. And I remember like giving it one spin and just looking for like the bangers like Lord Willin' had.
I think during that time I was listening to like Trilla, Rick Ross, Hell Hath No Fury, NERD Sing Sounds. I think that was all around the same time. Yeah. Either that or just for like 3 years in a row I had the same shit going on because those albums are like, I got memories for those. But Hell Hath No Fury for sure, because I think whenever that album came out I had just got my first car. Yeah. Or I had my car for a minute, and so like that was one of the albums that just got like heavy play. Yeah. In my car, and I'd be riding around fucking keys open doors, keys open doors, and my little Honda had like a little nice system in that shit. Yeah. I'd be riding around bumping and shit.
I think I was bumping, so 06, I was playing T.I. King, Young Jeezy, TM 102, Kingdom Come, of course, but it wasn't getting all the spins it needed because I didn't fuck with it that much. And then I had gotten like Clipse also to cap off the year. And I remember going back to T.I. and the Jeezy at the time because they had like the bangers and shit. Yeah. And my mind wasn't in tune to like the bars and all that and shit. And then I think it was like a couple months after sitting with it where I actually like started to appreciate it. But then I just forgot about it for a while. And man, it's like if we play Ride and Skip, I don't think I skip any tracks on that motherfucker.
All right, man. So let's go Ride and Skip. Okay. You ready?
All right.
We got it for cheap.
Oh, we riding.
Okay. Mama, I'm so sorry.
That's my joint.
So obnoxious.
That's my shit. That's my favorite song. Shit.
Mr. Me Too.
Keep it riding. I guess now I could skip it just because it's like the most.
Like the commercial.
The commercial song on it.
Wham wham. Love it. Do? Yep.
My man said I give your bitch yellow fever from all these gold bottles. I couldn't believe that.
Ride around shining.
Love it. Love that beat.
Yo, Dirty Money. On my fly, like dirty money.
So, yo, ma, I got a pocket full of stinkies. Let's go spend this.
Man, hello, new world.
Love it.
Become on them.
Also, man. Pharrell is in his bag on these hooks, man. Like, for real. All the hooks that he's on are like fucking A1, man. I'm telling you.
Keys open doors.
Love it.
Keys open doors. That's my shit. That's probably the beat on it. It's so good. I do the Holly Berry on that shit. It's so good. Make me feel good. That's what that shit do.
Good. So here's where it gets. All right, here's the thing.
I'm gonna say Chinese New Year and Nightmares are probably like my least favorite.
Really?
But you know what? Like I'll listen to them, but they're not like my good. I'm not gonna say skip, but I feel like I'm around this whole album.
I think Ancient and Trill are my two least favorite, and the reason why is because you get this sound from like the first 8 songs or 7 songs, and then like the beats just go like super up tempo on these other
it's like
ones.
a brighter
and it just
like the first half is like, or the first 8 songs are like grimy. It's like some grimy, like makes you want to sell coke. I'm like, damn, I don't even know about coke, but whatever. I'm about to go get a gat right now. What's up, nigga? But
shit.
You just fucking, you bumping that shit. You really think you a gangster.
Got bricks in the trunk, my nigga.
My keys open doors.
Like, dog, you just got off of work. Relax.
He just working 9 to 5, nigga. He just clocked out.
You clean carpets for a living, Mike. Shut the fuck up.
Like, shut your dumb ass up. Like, my keys open doors. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Sit down, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, you bag groceries at the commissary. Fuck out of here. I'm walking around with a pocket full of stinkies.
Yo,
it's all ones.
Get tipped out. It's like, yo, I gotta wash these hoes, you know.
Hey, my keys open doors. When what it do? What it do?
Yeah, it's just. I'm telling you, man. But also, just I'm appreciating Malice and Clipse. I mean, Malice and Pusha T together.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's like, I mean, outside of like, I think what Outkast, we appreciated Outkast, but it's like, what other group where both members just had bars that, like, they both had like, bars.
Yeah, you could listen to both verses.
You know what I'm saying? Like, both of them were fucking eating that shit.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I think it's more retroactive with Outkast, because I mean, we knew that like Big Boy had like the fucking the standardized gangster rhymes. Mm-hmm. Andre was kicking like that fucking higher learning type mentality and shit. But it wasn't until like they separated and Andre did like the fucking remixes that he jumped on that we were like, oh shit, Andre got bars, really. You know what I'm saying? That's the weird part about it. So it's like, I can't think of any other group that like made me think like that. At least when I was listening to him back then, it was just like, fuck, Pusha got bars, Malice got bars, and they both just compliment each other so fucking well.
I gotta be careful listening to Pusha, because that should be making me want to kidnap niggas.
Saying,
like,
dog.
Yeah, black bag over your head. I'm about to.
That's why I don't know why you don't like Chinese New Year, bro. He said,
I'm at your door.
Your eyes are looking like, why are you here? Judging by my steel, I got something to do here. Give up the money or the angel cries 2 tears. Front of your crib sounding like Chinese New Year. Brett. Dog, I was driving home from the gym today like, fuck. Like, fuck, man. You gotta rob me a nigga. Like, the fuck am I talking about?
Pusha got some like ill verses.
I'm saying.
I think my favorite one though is off that Neptunes Presents the Clones. That Hot with Roscoe.
Yeah.
It's like, it goes hot, waist, desert, taste, 4 pounds of metal, triangle face, hesitate, never, I'll put holding at whoever, don't make push, rush, and roulette you. Gamble with your life, change came from cocaine, I measured. I was like, yo.
Did Jay-Z ever collab with the Clipse?
Fuck, I don't, shit, I don't know.
Because if he didn't, we really missed something if we never got Prime Jigga with Clipse on a Neptunes beat.
Damn,
we really missed out if that never happened. Like on some real shit. Oh man,
I gotta look now.
The amount of cocaine rhymes that would have been spit.
For real.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's just wow.
I think that's my favorite Pusha verse though. Is that Hot? Yeah, because he just,
that one. I think mine's on here. I love him on that. I philosophize about Glocks and keys. Niggas call me young black Socrates. I was like, fuck.
It's drop the knees quick.
What? Like, yeah, like, yo, Pusha's just on another fucking level on this album. And like, it's got nonstop rotation from me.
Do you remember this? I don't think I remember this.
Where you been?
It's I think it was on a mixtape, like Clint Sparks.
It's got to be a mixtape.
Damn. Yeah, that's the only joint that I see. I see Clipse, Jay-Z, Where You Been? That's it.
All right, don't play it. I don't want us to get flagged again.
No, I'm not.
No copyright infringement. But nah, like it's just crazy now because I'm also thinking on this because this is 15 years old, and it's like I'm riding around bumping this. And I mean, if you think about it, it came out in 06. So it's like it's the equivalent of bumping in 06. It'd be the equivalent of bumping like MC Hammer or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you think about it, because like what 15 minus 06, 91. So it'd be like bumping 91 rap now, but it's like it's so good though.
Yeah.
And timeless. I think the only dated like bar on here is like a nigga gets a bar off about MySpace, and I'm like, that's probably like the only thing niggas wouldn't get now. But it's just like, damn.
Probably. I've heard a few songs recently, and it's just like they say things. It's like my BlackBerry, you know, like nigga, nobody knows what that is.
A BlackBerry, like
mom, back when they had like Razor, like the Razor phone and shit.
Yeah, it's just wow. But nah, this is a masterpiece, bro. This album is a fucking masterpiece. I can't believe it's been 15 years since it came out already, and I feel old as shit. But definitely, I am sorry that I did not give it the time of day. I didn't put as much emphasis on it as I should have back in the day.
I think I put more emphasis on Hell Hath No Fury than I did Lord Willing. There was like songs on Lord Willing that like I would just go back to, but I don't think I ever listened to the album like back then. Yeah, I never listened to it front to back. I've listened to it more recently now, like front to back, but like back then it was just like the singles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. I burned Lord Willing out. I wore that motherfucker out when that dropped.
But Hell Hath No Fury, and I was in a weird space back then too, because I lived in Clovis, New Mexico, and there's a bunch of niggas out there that try to act like they gangster, but they not. And yeah, it's a bunch of white boys, and so I was probably like the only nigga out there listening to that shit. They're like, what are you listening to? Keys Open Doors, dude. Get the fuck out of here, Johnson.
Keys Open Doors.
Yeah, we don't even know what that means.
Play something with some snap in it, man.
We gotta go to this fucking bonfire, man. Like, you're playing this bullshit. They got the Oakley shades with the trucker hat and
the Von Dutchie,
the Von Dutch snap shirt, with the tight ass jeans,
puka shell neck,
joint tucked in with the Nike Shocks. Them niggas used to wear like the whole cowboy get up with some Nike Shocks. You remember that shit?
I clowned my homeboy that I used to work with because every time he got new shoes, he always got like a new pair of Shocks, and it was like 2010. And I'm like, nigga, nobody wears Shocks no more.
You remember when they tried to bring them back?
Yeah.
I was like, no, please don't bring those back.
I was like, and also the only Shocks that were hype were Vince Carter's. Like, no one gives a shit about them low cut Nike white boy Shocks, bitch. Like, fuck that.
It was those, and remember, like all the white boys used to wear the Goodyear Adidas.
Oh yeah.
I used to fucking hate those
trash ass Adidas. Yeah. And they try and tell me that this is fire and shit. Like, you lying.
But then our dumb asses was trying to get the Latrell Sprewell Dadas and shit.
Never wore those. I wanted them.
I came close.
Never got them.
I'm glad I didn't. That and those fucking patent leather ones.
The Sprees. See, what I got was instead I got the patent leather. It was a pair of Iversons, but it was right before he got the Iverson brand. Yeah. So it was a pair of Reeboks that were fully patent leathered, and then I think like the next shoe after that started the Iverson brand, but it was like a Reebok DMX. That's what I got, and like I remember. Like, they look dope as shit in East Bay, but when I'm playing basketball on them, my feet would touch. It would make that squeak noise, and it sucked. It fucking sucked. Like, so just to let y'all know, patent leather shoes are not all that they're cracked up to be.
They're not. I'm not gonna lie. I am not a fan of patent leather shoes at all. Like, I hate the shiny fucking look. Unless I'm wearing like some dress shoes, I hate patent leather. The only patent leather shoes you would ever see me rock is like a pair of Bapes. Yeah, Bapesters. That's it. I can't anything else patent leather. Like, there were some Dunks that I was gonna buy the other day. It was a Jordan 1, some mids, and they had patent leather on like the very top, and I was like, nope. I almost bought them too, and then like
these joints got the patent leather.
I was about to ask for my size, and I like looked at the top, and I was like, oh, nah.
Sorry.
Yeah, put those back. Yeah, you gonna have me out here looking crazy.
You got patent leather on the shoes, guys.
Yeah, some people could pull the shit off, but I can't.
I thought I could, but I definitely can't. I am how do you judge your shoes? I judge my shoes by the top down effect. So when I put them on my feet and I look down,
if they look good,
if they look good from the top, I'm good, and that's where I'll leave it. So like I have like them slip-on Vans. You know how I showed you that when I went to Florida, I bought them in black.
Yeah.
The checkerboards. I don't like them.
You don't like them?
No.
See, I got the slips too, and I've worn them twice.
So my the white ones, I love those. I need to get a new pair of those because they got perfect look down effect. But the black ones,
the checkerboards, they look like weird from up top, right?
Yeah, the black checkerboards I got, I don't like them. It's because they're like a different material and it's like tighter, so it hurts my feet. But then when I look down on them, I'm like, man, these look trash.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't fuck with these.
I think I've worn my checkerboard joints like twice.
Yeah.
But nah, I kind of do like the side. I do like a side view and kind of like see what it looks like from the side.
Yeah.
So hold on, let me see if I got the picture still.
Check.
There was a pair of ones that I tried on, but they didn't have my size. They had a 9.5, but look, like from the side, they look dope, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And they fit, but I didn't want to risk it.
Yeah,
I almost bought them though. But
it's the top view in that angle right there. That's like, it's not the side, but it's not the front.
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking at right there. And if they look fly in that, then I'm like, all right, I gotta get them.
I don't know if y'all can see that, but if you can see it,
it's a nice pair of ones. You are a ones guy. I'm a
ones and dunks guy.
I'm not a big ones guy. I'm not a big Jordan 1 guy. I don't know why.
It sucks because like dunks, I used to buy dunks all the time back in the day, and I stopped because everybody else started buying them.
And now they're super more expensive because hype beasts.
Well, and then like now there's been like a resurgence of dunks. Yeah. And why doesn't anybody fuck with mids? The one mids.
Mids ain't selling, I'm guessing.
I mean, they sell. Okay, so the other day, so there's been like, I guess like people are buying mids more, so they're kind of like harder to get, right? And well, I mean, just ones in general. Yeah. And because the price point, they're like 100 to like 120. Like they don't get up there too crazy. So like I always buy like a pair. If I see a nice pair, I'll go ahead and grab them. But with so many people buying them now, Nike came back with some shit and they were like, we're gonna raise the price on fucking dunks. Or not
Nike.
Dunks, but ones now.
That's Nike, bro.
So they're talking about raising the price to like $200. I'm like, fuck.
I mean, shit. It's the Air Force One effect, bro. Like my first pair of Air Force Ones, I bought them for $60 at fucking at the BX on Randolph.
Thanks, Nelly.
Yeah, and it was before the song dropped. And then when the song dropped, you can't find a pair of Air Force Ones under $100 now. Mm-hmm. It's bullshit. And so it's the effect. Whenever the shoe gets hot again, they're gonna blow up. I mean, I think it happened with the Cortez recently. Like no one's fucking with Cortezes for the longest time. It was like I remember in East Bay, you can get like a team edition Cortez for like cheerleading teams for the low.
Like $35.
And then like somebody wore Cortezes once. Somebody famous wears them once. And the next thing you know, it's like, oh, fuck that. We got to get that off of teams. Like, it can't be a team shoe. The Cortez is back. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
I used to laugh when niggas would like, me, I got Jordans, and they be wearing Team Jordans.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, man, sit your dumb ass down. I couldn't say shit, though, because I was wearing shit from the flea market. I had the fake forces and shit.
Yeah, your boy, I won't name no names, but I remember he told me to go to the Jordan Man back in the day, and I went and saw him and got some 5s. Yeah. And I tried to trade them for like a bottle of alcohol, and the guy told me that they were fake, but he still did the deal with me because he was like, they're fake, but only I know because I like Jordans and shit. And he's like, it's just this right here. And so like I went back to tell your boy, and he was like, yeah, I know. He's like, I just didn't want to tell you up front or some shit like that.
Yeah, I used to buy a hella shit from the flea market because nigga, I was broke. Nigga. Yeah,
the Affordance. It's all right. I rocked.
Rock some Affordance.
I rocked some Shaq shoes for a minute.
Some Psyches.
You know,
it's crazy though. Shaq has the Reeboks.
Yeah, he does have the Reeboks, but then he branched off and did his own thing with
the Walmart.
Yeah, joints. The Walmart joints.
Some of them was actually,
and that's what I'm saying.
That was back in the day though.
So it was before they just started copying popular shoe designs.
Yeah,
and it was like an actual like design that they took their time on. And I like saw it one day, and I was like, man, I think I want those. And I was like, yo, mom, can I get those? She's like, really?
So you want those?
$40? Sure, why not?
I remember back in the day, like when we used to get all my shoes from Payless, and it was like the Tony Hawk, like the Birdhouse, like because I was skating and shit back then. Yeah, and you used to just get the little joints from Payless and you'd be straight.
I got my first pair of Timbs from Payless.
Yeah.
Had to pay less wheats.
Remember lugs?
Yeah.
Yo, niggas still be
I
wearing
wore
lugs.
nigga, my senior year I was wearing Birdman lugs, bro.
But it's funny, like, if I see a nigga wearing lugs now, I'm just like, man, you gotta rethink your life decisions, my guy. I'd rather get some Caterpillar joints or whatever them joints is at Walmart.
In high school I got like I know it's funny now because black Air Forces. It's makes you think you up to no good.
That Black Force energy.
I had black FUBU Air Force ones.
Yo,
and they were high tops too.
Yo, I used to have the FUBU sneakers. I forgot about that shit. Wow.
And they were high tops, and one of my niggas like saw it. And he was like, "Oh man, you got the Black Forces?" Like, yeah, that's what they are.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he just thought they were their forces. You know what I'm saying?
I used to have them, and then we used to rock the Fila joints.
Mm-hmm.
And then those started getting crazy because fucking Lil Scrappy and Lil Jon came out, forever, I love Atlanta.
See, I rocked Fila's in the 90s back when it was Grant Hill. But aside from that, I saw like their Sprite and Fila. They're bringing out like it's a collaboration for a new pair of Grant Hills that are just dropping.
Oh, shit.
And they're like Sprite colorway and shit. They actually look pretty fucking dope. I think I had them when they originally dropped in the 90s. But my dad liked Grant Hill. So he laced me up with Fila's when I was like in elementary school, and that was like my shoe for like 3 or 4 years.
I used to have some dope shit back in the day. I used to have the Pippins back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
My mom caught me some of them. Man, that's crazy.
But we can reminisce on sneakers some other time.
We gotta do a sneaker episode.
We do.
We'll do that.
We're just because I miss not being in the studio no more because I can't show my shoes. Of course, I'm just rocking the Adidas slides tonight.
I just got a whole rack of shoes over there, like chilling.
But we should do like one where it's like we just bring our favorite shoes and
talk about
hold them up to the camera and show them off and all that shit.
Do that. Well, shit. On that note, I gotta head to a gig. So if you're out and about tonight, I mean you ain't gonna hear this till the next day. But if you're ever out and about and I have a gig, come by and say what's up. You know. But with that being said, we will catch y'all next week. If you have any comments, questions, critiques, suggestions, anything, go ahead and hit the Saucy Boys Pod on Instagram.
Slap the shit out of the kid.
Yeah. And don't slap your kids like that. That shit, they're going to grow up to be crazy murderers.
Sorry about that. Yeah. And thank you to everybody who's picked up their shirt. We still do got a couple left. We're out of the size of large right now. But if you do want to get one, you know what to do. DM the Saucy Boys Pod at the Saucy Boy Pod on Instagram, and we'll be able to place that order for you.
Yeah, so be sure pick them up quick because we only got a few sizes left. And once again, thank you to everybody that's picked one up and everybody that's supporting, everybody that's watching on YouTube, everybody that's listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and we'll catch y'all next week. Peace.
Later.